Many people know that fermented cabbage is healthier than fresh cabbage, but few realize that some varieties contain up to 40 times more protective compounds than regular white cabbage. Why isn't this talked about more often? Because these varieties are often ignored in stores and considered exotic or unnecessary. Today, we'll explore which type of cabbage is the most beneficial, how to prepare it properly, and how to store it to preserve the maximum amount of vitamins and micronutrients. But first, let's understand why cabbage is considered so valuable in the first place. Why is cabbage so valuable? All types of cabbage belong to the cruciferous family, which also includes radishes, mustard, and horseradish. The main advantage of these plants lies in compounds called glucosinolates. On their own, glucosinolates are inactive. However, when cabbage is cut, chewed, or otherwise damaged, these compounds transform into biologically active substances, such as sulforaphane. Research suggests that sulforaphane helps the body combat oxidative stress, one of the key drivers of aging. In addition, cabbage is rich in vitamins C, K, folate, minerals, especially potassium, and fiber, which supports gut health and immune function. However, there is an important nuance. Cabbage also contains goitrogens, substances that may affect thyroid function. For healthy individuals, this is generally not a concern, but people with thyroid disorders should consume certain types of cabbage with caution. Seventh place, Napa cabbage. Light, tender, and almost odorless, Napa cabbage is loved for its ease of preparation. However, precisely because of its delicate structure, it contains the lowest amount of glucosinolates among the cabbage varieties. Compared to the leader of this ranking, Napa cabbage contains 25 to 30 times less sulforaphane potential. But that doesn't mean it isn't worth eating. It is low in calories, contains vitamin C and folate, and is ideal for people who have difficulty digesting rough fiber. How to preserve its benefits? The best method is fermentation, for example, making kimchi. During fermentation, probiotics develop, which compensate for the lower concentration of protective compounds. Sixth place, kohlrabi. This unusual green or purple bulb with leaves is often overlooked, and unfairly so. Kohlrabi is actually a thickened stem rich in vitamin C, about 1.5 times more than white cabbage. It has a juicy texture, slightly sweet taste, and a subtle nutty flavor. It's high in potassium and low in sodium, making it beneficial for people who monitor their blood pressure. How to preserve its benefits? Eat it raw whenever possible. Grate it and combine with carrots and apples, then dress with olive oil. It can also be frozen or dehydrated for longer storage. Fifth place, red cabbage. Its purple color comes from anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that are not present in white cabbage. Anthocyanins support blood vessel elasticity, protect brain cells, and may improve vision. In terms of glucosinolate content, red cabbage is comparable to white cabbage, but thanks to anthocyanins, it has an additional protective advantage. How to preserve its benefits? Anthocyanins are sensitive to high temperatures. The best method is cold marination. Shred the cabbage, add salt, apple cider vinegar, and spices. After 3 days in the refrigerator, it's ready. Fourth place, Savoy cabbage. Its crinkled leaves resembles lettuce, but nutritionally it is closer to white cabbage. Savoy cabbage is more tender, easier to digest, and contains slightly more protein. It also causes less bloating, which makes it a good option for people with sensitive digestion. How to preserve its benefits? Freezing works well. Separate the leaves, blanch for 30 seconds, cool quickly, and freeze. It's perfect for stuffed cabbage rolls. Third place, cauliflower. Cauliflower ranks among the top 3 in terms of glucosinolate content. It contains about twice as much as white cabbage. It is also richer in vitamin C, and its fiber is softer, which reduces bloating compared to some other varieties. However, cauliflower contains a relatively high amount of goitrogens. People with thyroid disorders should therefore consume it in moderation, especially in its raw form. How to preserve its benefits? Steam it for no longer than 3 to 4 minutes, or freeze it properly. Fermentation is also an excellent way to maintain its nutritional value. Second place, White cabbage. It may not be the absolute leader in glucosinolate concentration, but its true strength lies in fermentation. During proper fermentation, vitamin C is largely preserved. Probiotics develop naturally. Glucosinolates remain almost fully intact. Fermented white cabbage provides vitamins, beneficial bacteria, and fiber in one simple, affordable food. How to ferment it properly? Use late-season varieties. Add coarse salt, 20 grams per 1 kilogram of cabbage. Do not add vinegar. Keep at room temperature for 3 to 4 days, then store in a cool place. First place, broccoli. Broccoli is the absolute champion in glucosinolate content, containing 3 to 4 times more than white cabbage. It is especially rich in glucoraphane, which converts into sulforaphane, a compound that scientists have been studying for over 30 years. Sulforaphane supports cellular defense mechanisms and helps the body cope with oxidative damage. How to preserve its benefits? The key is protecting the enzyme myrosinase, which converts glucoraphane into sulforaphane. This enzyme is destroyed at temperatures above 60 degrees Celsius, 140 degrees Fahrenheit. To maximize benefits, eat broccoli raw whenever possible. Chop it and let it sit for 40 minutes before cooking. Steam for no more than 3 to 4 minutes. Add mustard to cooked broccoli. Its enzymes can help activate glucoraphane. Main conclusion: do not limit yourself to just one type of cabbage. Combine different varieties to obtain a full spectrum of protective compounds. Even small portions, about 100 grams per day, can provide greater long-term benefits than occasionally eating large amounts of a single type. Cabbage is not just a vegetable. It is an accessible, affordable, and scientifically supported way to support your health daily. Storage, preparation mistakes, and important health considerations. How to store cabbage without losing its benefits. Even the most nutritious vegetable can lose its value if stored improperly. Fresh cabbage. Store at +1 to +4 degrees Celsius, 34 to 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Do not wash before storage. Excess moisture accelerates nutrient loss. Broccoli and cauliflower are best consumed within 3 to 5 days. White and red cabbage can last 2 to 3 weeks. Keep in mind that vitamin C gradually decreases during long storage, while glucosinolates remain more stable. Is freezing a good option? Yes, when done correctly, freezing preserves most of the nutritional value. How to freeze properly. 1. Briefly blanch, 30 to 60 seconds. 2. Cool quickly in cold water. 3. Dry thoroughly. 4. Freeze in portions. Quick freezing helps retain glucosinolates and fiber. Common cooking mistakes. Long boiling. Boiling for 10 to 20 minutes significantly reduces vitamin C and destroys myrosinase activity. Overcooking. Soft, mushy cabbage may lose up to 50% of its antioxidants. Adding vinegar during fermentation. True fermentation does not require vinegar. Vinegar creates pickling, not natural probiotic fermentation. Cooking immediately after cutting. If broccoli is cooked right away, sulforaphane may not fully form. Letting it rest after chopping increases its protective potential. Cabbage and digestion. Why does it cause bloating? Some people experience gas or discomfort after eating cabbage. Common reasons include a sudden increase in fiber intake, an unadapted gut microbiome, insufficient digestive enzyme activity. How to reduce discomfort. Introduce gradually. Choose fermented cabbage. Steam instead of boiling. Add caraway, fennel, or ginger. Within 2 to 3 weeks, the digestive system usually adapts. Cabbage and the thyroid. Should you be concerned? Goitrogens can reduce iodine utilization. However, this is mainly relevant in cases of iodine deficiency. Cooking reduces their activity. Moderate intake, 100 to 200 grams per day, is safe for most people. If you have thyroid disease, avoid consuming large amounts of raw cruciferous vegetables daily without medical guidance. Broccoli sprouts, anti-aging effects, and practical use. Where is the highest concentration of sulforaphane? Not in mature broccoli. It is found in broccoli sprouts. Sprouts may contain 20 to 50 times more glucoraphane than fully grown broccoli. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons can deliver a powerful antioxidant effect. How to grow them at home. Soak seeds for 6 to 8 hours, rinse twice daily. In 3 to 5 days, sprouts are ready. Cabbage and healthy aging. Oxidative stress accelerates aging of the skin, blood vessels, and brain. Glucosinolates activate detoxification enzymes in the liver and support the body's natural defense systems. Regular consumption of cruciferous vegetables is associated with improved vascular function, stronger immune response, reduced inflammatory processes, better gut microbiome balance. Cabbage is not medicine, but it is daily nutritional support. The healthiest cabbage is not necessarily the one ranked first. The healthiest cabbage is the one you eat consistently. Broccoli, champion of sulforaphane. Fermented white cabbage, champion of probiotics. Red cabbage, champion of anthocyanins. Kohlrabi, champion of vitamin C. Combine them. Avoid overcooking. Use fermentation. Introduce gradually. Cabbage is not a trendy superfood. It is a practical, affordable, evidence-based way to support your health every single day. Cabbage and detoxification. What science actually shows. One of the most studied effects of cruciferous vegetables is their impact on the body's natural detoxification systems. Your liver has two major detox phases. Phase 1 activates toxins. Phase 2 neutralizes and eliminates them. Sulforaphane, formed from glucosinolates in broccoli and other cruciferous vegetables, plays a key role in activating Phase 2 detox enzymes. These enzymes help neutralize reactive compounds, support cellular protection, enhance antioxidant capacity. This approach diversifies phytonutrients, supports gut health, avoids overconsumption of any single compound, keeps meals interesting. Cabbage and metabolic health. Cruciferous vegetables are low in calories, but high in fiber and bioactive compounds. They help stabilize blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, increase satiety, support healthy weight management. Fiber slows glucose absorption. Phytonutrients reduce oxidative stress linked to metabolic disorders. For people focused on longevity and metabolic stability, cabbage is a powerful foundational food. Superfoods don't need exotic names or high prices. Sometimes the most powerful foods are the simplest ones, sitting quietly in the produce section. Cabbage is affordable, versatile, scientifically studied, metabolically supportive, gut-friendly, antioxidant-rich. It does not promise miracles. It builds resilience, one meal at a time.